my music journey has been so odd though. I went from an orchestral instrument to, so I've been doing flute for 7 years, drums for 3 years, and I've started guitar about a few months ago, and I only started singing like a few months ago too. But I think I pick up things quite fast.
Everything is quite new when it comes to the theory and like notes and all that, because I did singing in keyboard, and keyboard I was very basic, simple stuff, like only really one-handed, and singing is just kind of like singing, I just feel it.
Like, I guess when I was playing flute, my strongest part was the parts that went on beat and just that rather than the melody that goes off. That was my strong part in flute, and so transferring that to drums was quite fun. I think altogether that also helped me pick up guitar really fast.
I only started bass in November, so like I wasn't really thinking about it before November. I wasn't doing much in the band, I was just kind of there. I wanted to do something else a bit more complex than just kind of sitting there and writing lyrics that eventually no one really used. I really like the bass. It's just, I'm trying to get into like trying to listen out for it, because obviously the bass is a bit, like, some people like can hear it straight away, like they can recognize any, but me on the other hand, I've always kind of just focused on lyrics and like the song.
I think that's why we work well together, because she does really cool lyrics in my opinions, and then I do the music part. I send her videos online of just me finding little chord sequences, and I send them to her, and then she thinks of lyrics in the bass line.
Literally, I'll just be like hear nothing for ages, and then all of a sudden I'll just have like 16 videos and just like different guitar riffs. I love it. I'm like, nice.
I'm not the most productive man when I have a short attention span. I feel the world in all its ways.
I used to play the piano and the drums and the guitar, but I'm trying to get back into it. I taught GCSE music. I always liked creativity in it, so in a sense, and I think that kind of links on even into just art and other things that I used to be interested in. Anything creativity was always my type of passion. So I enjoyed it. I think the only thing was just not taking it seriously. But I think with what was taught, it wasn't always what you wanted exactly to be taught. I think sometimes what you get taught is just the simple learning how to play an instrument, but then there's different aspects. So especially like GarageBand, obviously that's music production and stuff. I feel like there was that to an extent, in the sense of just letting you play, create whatever you want to create, but then there's no actual direction to it in itself. So learning how to use different types of softwares, and I guess even learning how to even apply using the instruments to then put it onto the software and all that type of stuff. It wasn't stuff that wasn't always really taught, and I think the type of general music you get taught is classical and a bit more olden type.
Classical.
More olden than compared to the different types of sounds that are out there now. So, do you know what I'd say? Obviously, rap is what I like to do, but I'd say in terms of what makes me, for some reason I like classic, not like classic, but old school. I like old school nostalgic tracks, because I think that kind of just brings you back to a lot of the time memories of yourself as a kid. I think we all had them certain tracks that we grew up to that was like, oh, when we hear like, oh wow, I'd love to go back to these days again as it is. So that's the type of music that always makes me feel, because we all like to be able to remember the good days, because as much as we're growing, we still want to be able to reminisce on the good times.
And if we could go back in time, I think that we'd find we haven't changed, no, not this still the same people as we were when we were younger, and I know you wanted more. And if we could,
I feel pop is more me because I feel pop is associated with like quite bright colours, and that's me, and just like upbeat, and I try to be upbeat with my life.
I like grunge and Riot Girl and just sort of like 90s sort of feminist sort of music. I think it like embraces almost. I think it just explains problems almost and tries to create awareness almost in the music in a way that's easy to remember and quite powerful.
So when I was young, when I was doing music, then I think I was kind of going in the generic way that mostly everyone does. Obviously, trying to create a certain banger and then blow off the music and then become these certain artists. But I think where that then changed was when I realized the power of influence, and obviously when I realized the music, if I'm pushing out, is saying this and that, it's gonna naturally influence people to go down this certain path as it is. And I think from being involved in the lifestyle that I was promoting at the time, I opened up my eyes in the sense of when I actually looked at, is it going to help people grow or is it going to take down people the wrong path? That's when I then changed. I might have not been this top famous artist and stuff, but I've already kind of seen what the levels you have to get to get to that stage. But deep down, it wasn't what I wanted as it is, because I felt like if I have to do that, I have to be somebody that I don't truly want to be. And you have to always be yourself if you're going to be in this music.
loyalty, respect the time, let it shine. Honesty, loyalty, respect the times, let it shine.
I think that was the first time working on the Easter holiday thing in itself. That was probably the best time just to kind of see what tracks was truly about. The first time I was just amazed in the sense of something like this I've never seen before, which we would have probably all loved Jet Me as kids back then to be available, but there's not always that until later on. But I think just seeing what it does and seeing the young people and how they became just so confident in themselves from just a few little sessions of being people that was a bit quiet and reserved to themselves, just become a whole different person. Just shows you that it's got the power to bring the best out of people and also uplift people to strive and do the best that they can as it is, because there's a lot of people with talent as it is. It's just that needs guidance and help to be able to flourish the way it should. And I've seen
Come on everybody, get ready for the double. Everyone in the crowd, get a tennis for the double. 8, 16, 32, just double. After every chorus, I'll split, I'm a double. Come on everybody, get ready for the double. Everyone in the crowd, get a tennis for the double. 8, 16, 32, just double. After every chorus, I'll split, I'm a double. Doubling it up, and you know that I'm back on a brand new track. Like I turn the D-Mac, even though Westman C, he is not coming back. And he's stuck with casters and rather win track. And my flow going straight off the tongue, and intelligible bars, but he question right or wrong. It doesn't matter to me, I just like writing songs. Just put me on the mic, and I care how I'm for. And I'm coming to the studio.
We are Unravelled, a rap group formed by Trax in 2023. Trax is a music school where young people from all over Sheffield come and write songs, perform, get mentored by real musicians, and it's a lot of fun. Big up Trax, and that's how we all came together.
My first time at Trax was the summer of 2022 or 21, I think, when I came to do a bit of piano and a bit of drums. But it was just a one-time thing, and then I returned later at the Easter of 2023. It was nice. There wasn't a lot of people there when I first came, and when I came back in Easter, it was booming. There were people all over the place.
I joined Trax in summer 2021. I had short brown hair, I wore a purple bucket hat, and I had a few friends there, which was good. Yeah, my first ever sort of So I learned drums through Trax. Trax introduced me to a drum kit, which was really nice. I had a really lovely drum teacher, which was fun. And then the next day I get put in a little band in a recording studio. The next day I got put in another band, but I had friends in this one. And we performed a song called Grandma's Knickers because we were, 11 and 10.
My first interaction with Trax was I got invited to Trax, and then I went, was absolutely terrified because I had literally no confidence, still slightly no confidence, but I met her, and and that was fun. We all got put in a band. It was a fun band. I was singing, and then we performed at the end of the 3 days of a song about like autumn leaves and falling and the changing of the seasons. Very metaphorical, deep and poetic. Anyway.
When I came the first time, I was just there to have fun and learn a bit.
Yeah.
I didn't really have a massive goal in mind. I just like, well, let's go and play a bit of drums. I got wind that there was a rap group going on at around that time, so I figured I'd just come see what that's like. I went through the 2 or 3 days of red tape, and I got told it's on every Saturday. So I thought, oh, let's go to that, see who goes there, and then now I'm here.
I did go to music school for a bit here every Saturday for like a year, and then I got the flu and didn't come back for like 6 months. I came back, did choir for a bit with the lovely duo we had first time round, and then that was for a couple of months, and then I got told, hey, we're thinking of bringing this one in, and I was like, yes, yay! And that was when we started like doing Split, when it wasn't called Split.
Split. It's called Split because the band is
but what was it called before?
We didn't have a name before.
Split? Well, we just that random group.
We were the random group, and we didn't have a name. And then we performed at Yellow Arch in 2024 in January, and we named ourselves Split because the band was thinking of splitting. Right. Some people have left, about 2 of our members left, but we've still got 4 of us. We've got guitarist and singer, we've got a drummer, bass player, and we've got a keyboardist, which is fun. We're not really sure what vibe our band's going for really, because we're all very different, but we'll work it out.
Most of the time,
we just agree.
Yeah, we just all agree. We kind of all.
No one has a final say. Everyone chips.
Everyone chips in.
We all just try and make it work with everyone's ideas.
Yeah, collaborate.
When I'm writing, I listen to music and I pick off words these singers say and I just smush it into one. Yeah. I also pick a topic and try and base it around that, but I'm not really good at writing lyrics.
I'd like to go on the poetic side, like I like the metaphors and the similes and everything has to have an underlying meaning and all that sort of thing. I'm really bad at musical terms, like the melody. I always have to try and think of that before I get into like.
Okay. Our band's good. We like involving all of our members, especially our tutor that we have. They really like involving all of us, not just the drummer. The drummer drums. They don't do lyrics. Oh yes, he's gonna do lyrics. We just try and involve everyone. So we do this one where everyone pick a word and we'll make a chorus out of it, or we'll make a verse out of it, and we do that every time.
We asked them to choose words and they choose the oddest words. Yeah, how am I supposed to rhyme that here? What a rhyming scheme.
One of the band members chose table and the other one chose speed. I chose Rose and she chose alone. So a chorus we've got is left at the table, ran away at full speed, left all alone like a wilting rose, which is one of our choruses to a song called Promenade.
But the way my mind works, I can listen to a beat and I've already literally made a song in about 5-10 minutes, and that's just like a rough copy, innit? And it's only that when after I start adding little bits at me, that's when I start to perfect it. But the beat is definitely one, because you have to have the right balance, in the sense of if you're having too much on one thing or the other, you can hear it quite a lot. So the beat in itself always carries the lyrics, because if the beat doesn't go well with the lyrics, that song you might as well just put it in the trash as it is. So I think the beat always makes a good track. A good track, because definitely the lyric can be all good, whatnot and stuff, but then if the beat doesn't go with it, it's just too much of an imbalance.
Yeah, look, this is how we do it in the northeast. Nice now, but on the mic I am a beast. Not extraterrestrial, but I come in peace. Joking lyrical mastery is gonna be released. So I burn other rappers like it's commission. Eyes open, sleep deprivation. Hand it round like it's rotation. I'll look out for the northeast sensation. Burn other rappers like it's commission. Eyes open, sleep deprivation. Hand it round like it's rotation. I'll look out for the northeast sensation.
The first performance I ever didn't really enjoy it very much because I had horrible stage fright. Like, I was really bad, and I didn't really know this at the time, so I kind of went on stage and then had the horrible stage fright and ran off stage. Anyway, but after that I was like, I'm never coming back to tracks. So like, no, that was too embarrassing. No, I'm never doing that. I can't perform in front of people, never again. And now here I am. What the hell happened there?
The highlight of my tracks experience is probably Tramline's Fringe at the 2023 and performing Respect with everyone. That's probably the biggest highlight. Or Yellow Arch.
Yeah. Yellow Arch?
Yellow Arch, I performed a song called Unraveled 101 with everyone, which was an experience. Probably the biggest crowd I've ever had. I don't know what the word is. Like, it made me feel nervous because like everyone's there. I didn't want to crack under the pressure. Yeah.
Did you? Or did you?
I did not crack.
For now, we're just gonna be with Split. I think Split may go somewhere if we need to work better together, but it's quite difficult having younger members who are really new, so we're just trying to teach them the ways almost.
Right.
We really want, or I personally really want to go somewhere, do gigs around Sheffield, so
Rockstar.
work. I know some of our friends have been doing lots, which I think is really cool.
So cool.
I'm at that stage of where, as much as I've not gone and made a career out of it, but it's still a hobby that I like to do, and I like to be more creative music put out there for people to listen to. But in terms of taking it to a career, I kind of steered away from that and decided to be more of giving back, and this is why I like to even teach and all that type of stuff, because I think when you've had that bit of fun within that other side, it's even just as better just to be able to have that influence on younger people and see them doing quite good, because I think it's always the younger generation is always going to be what's coming up next and stuff like that, and I think it's good to be able to help giving back, because that's where my happiness kind of comes from, when just giving back and then seeing other people go out there and do the best as they can, because like, as much as I could be this music person as it is, it's still like I like to invest in other people as it is, because that's where you see the true influence in itself, because you've invested your time in that person. You get to see the investment come back, and it's not always about making money off the person, whatnot stuff. It's just that investment of seeing that person truly living their best life, creating music, and people are enjoying that music as it is. That's a true investment for myself in a sense.
So,
I don't need to
1. Move correctly and stick with your people. 2. Don't do anything illegal. 3. Don't be the end of a needle. 4. Don't be that persona sequel. 1. Move correctly and stick with your people. 2. Don't do anything illegal. 3. Don't be the end of a needle. 4. Don't be that persona sequel. 1. Move correctly and stick with your people. 2. Don't do anything illegal. 3. Don't be the end of a needle. 4. Don't be that persona sequel. 1. Move correctly and stick with your people. 2. Don't do anything illegal. 3. Don't be the end of a needle. 4. Don't be that persona sequel. 1. Move correctly and stick with your people. 2. Don't do anything illegal. 3. Don't be the end of a needle. 4. Don't be that persona sequel. 1. Move correctly and stick with your people. 2. Don't do anything illegal. 3. Don't be the end of a needle. 4. Don't be that persona sequel.